Alright, welcome back. We're going to go up into the command center and meet Dr. Gary Savage. Let's see if Stephanie will talk to us. Nope. Well, I didn't want to talk to her anyway. Jacob Shadow, yeah. Look at all those electrical arcs.
I cannot survive much longer. Help me acquire MillNet access. I must attack. I must attack.
Mr. Carter.
Yep,
Daedalus
they ran the old dog out.
You were dismissed?
All of us career types. They want cadets who've never been anywhere except UNATCO and the UNATCO Academy.
Easier to manage, I suppose.
Time to come out here and lend a hand. I knew what Savage was up against. I just didn't want to admit it.
It's an honor to have you with us, sir.
All right, enough bawling our eyes out. We've got work to do.
Savage was up against the military-industrial complex, Carter. That's you. You're that guy.
We saw the battle through the cameras.
Yeah,
I can't believe you pulled it off.
I'm Dr. Savage. Thank you. You were close to surrendering when you landed.
J.C. Denton. I'm working with Morgan Everett of the Illuminati.
J.C. Denton.
He's developed a cure for the Grey Death, and we were hoping to get time on your UC to manufacture it.
Everett contacted me just before the attack. Naturally, we'll manufacture the cure. Once the computer's back up and we get a containment unit for the UC.
Atom by atom.
How close are you to being operational?
My daughter's on an expedition to the ocean lab right now to find a schematic for the containment vessel. But Lord knows when the computer will be back up. It was damaged during the attack.
I'll look at it. In addition to the UC, Everett and I need your connection to the MillNet.
Yes, he said something about an artificial intelligence.
I like how Savage is
echelon
kind of
system.
confused here.
Something
Like,
called Icarus and
doesn't make much
Daedalus.
sense to me, but
Another attack happening as we speak. I'll explain later.
Well, the main terminal is in the room at the top of the stairs. Log in G Savage, password Tiffany. I'll open the doors. I would say it's too dangerous. A lot of damaged equipment and hot power lines up there. But until the computers are up, the UC's just a box of bolts.
I also... Okay, so first of all, how the heck is JC supposed to fix the computer? I mean, come on. But I also like how,
I didn't want to admit that UNATCO could be corrupted.
Poor Carter.
Finally...
Just bring up the system for Savage. I'll route Daedalus through your info link. Don't worry, there's very little risk.
Very little risk. I also like the idea that, he sent his daughter to get the schematic for the containment vessel so that, like, I guess the Universal Constructor can assemble its own containment vessel and then use it and then not blow up while using its own while manufacturing its own containment vessel. I don't know. Doesn't make much sense to little old me, but... Okay, I need... There we go. I really thought you could get through up here. It feels like there should be a way to get through there. I mean, you can blow up the fan blade, so why can't I go through? Messed up. Man. God! Oh my god. All here. Anyway, I brought down the elevator there, so, there. I really should be using a hazmat suit, shouldn't I? A little late, but I'll use one now. So, like... I could have disabled that, you know, panel and turned off some of the electrical arcs, but why don't I just log in and do that?
I'm losing Daedalus.
Yes.
Helios.
Some things.
You forgot about the Aquinas protocol. I was listening to Daedalus all along.
Daedalus and his son merged to become the god of the
AIs
sun.
seem to be merging.
And I have another surprise, Denton. Find Savage in the control room. I have an announcement.
Something went wrong, JC. I'm looking into it.
Morgan Everett is a real fucktard.
Excellent. We're all here.
You aren't in a position to make any demands, Paige.
On the contrary, my mission might have failed, but so did yours. I captured your daughter an hour ago.
Tiffany.
She's been quite forthcoming. So you were hoping to find a containment unit in the Ocean Lab?
I demand to see my daughter immediately.
Well, like you, we lack certain components of a universal
Paige is so
constructor.
snake-like.
The reaction modules you stole when you left Area 51 to go into business for yourself.
Don't negotiate.
Don't negotiate.
Oh yes, Mr. Denton. I wanted you here for a reason. Look at me. You interfere in any way, I will kill that young woman. I mean it. I want those components, Savage. You will bring them to the abandoned gas station west of Vandenberg in exactly 1 hour.
You hurt my daughter, and I swear to God.
Bring me the reaction modules.
Bring me the reaction modules.
I don't think we have a choice. Oh, I should have never let her go.
Page will resume production of the plague if he gets the components to build a UC.
I know. But I can't let them kill Tiffany.
Tell them you're sending someone with the components. I'll have my pilot drop me off where they're holding your daughter. Maybe I can rescue her.
That's too risky.
We don't have a choice. Trust me, she'll be fine.
Yes, we've got to try it.
Yes.
Just don't let anything happen to her. Mr. Denton, thank you. Here's a photograph so that you can identify her.
Dude, I'm pretty sure she's going to be the only woman at the gas station.
Do you think I'm doing the right thing? Going after Savage's daughter?
Absolutely. Never negotiate with a terrorist.
Tiffany could lose her life.
Never negotiate. You will only encourage more acts of terror. Besides, you're gonna bring Tiffany back alive.
Yes, sir. I'll do what I can to get her back.
Tiffany.
Something unexpected happened when I brought up the computer.
Yes?
The AIs joined together into an entity called Helios. A trap Page had laid.
He's always controlled communications. We can't challenge him there.
I hope you keep the UC on a local network.
The Aquinas protocol leaves us no choice but to stay offline. You simply can't use Internet 3 without a machine at Area 51 knowing about it. I don't know what Everett was expecting to accomplish.
I guess it backfired, whatever his plans were.
JC, if you find my daughter, tell her I'm sorry. I'm sorry I had to risk her life.
Like, it's even clear from the promotional materials you see in the game about, like, the revolutionary new Aquinas system that, like, yeah, Paige is listening into every single piece of internet chatter. What the hell is Everett even doing? Tong is pretty sick. Yeah, he's got the Grey Death. We already knew that. I nearly killed myself on crates there. Oh. But yeah, seriously, Everett, what the hell? That's why I don't understand people who side with the Illuminati at the end of it. Like, Everett is clearly a know-nothing idiot. Screws up the whole game and masterminds the Illuminati's fall from power. I just don't know, man. I just don't know.
JC, hello?
Hello.
What's wrong?
An error. One of the experiments. I have the Grey Death.
He flew into San Jose and had no way to get here.
I am not a high-order term in the equation anymore.
High-order term in the equation?
Do not concern yourselves with me.
You aren't dead yet, Tom. Savage will take care of you.
I'm here for selfish reasons. To have access to the cure.
Let's just hope we're able to manufacture it. Savage's daughter failed to get the parts he needs for the UC. She's being held prisoner by Majestic 12.
We should get moving. Tony Mares is on the way to help Tom.
By all means, go. You don't have time to stand around on account of me.
Hop in, JC.
So, I mean, Tong obviously deliberately gave himself the Grey Death because he thought that he could control the nanite plague and, you know, get augmentations and so forth. Since, as you discovered from puttering around New York, like, really the only way to get Grey Death is to deliberately ingest it into your system. So, while it is true that there was an error in one of the experiments, the error was it didn't let me become a nano-powered super agent.
I'm gonna stay back until
Freaking
you have
Tong.
Tiffany. Then I'll touch down in the junkyard to the south. Try to make a silent approach.
I mean,
If the guards think
we
it's a
can't
raid,
just break in the
they might
door there,
decide to kill
but
Savage's daughter.
we could also jump up through there. But I want to go talk to the bums.
I'm free.
How's it going?
Down, man. It's going down and it keeps going down.
You're a long way from a city. How do you get by out here?
We were living in the gas station.
They threw us out.
The soldiers?
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak in there while they're sleeping and start a fire.
Good idea.
If you ever did one thing you talked about doing.
I know my business, woman.
I'm going in there right now. What's the best way?
Myself, I was gonna take the sewer. See, I got a key.
Mind if I borrow it?
Sure, man. You go in first and scout around. I'll go later when they're fast asleep and won't suspect a thing. Need any hardware? The Army used to have a command post up there. I found weapon mods for accuracy and recoil, which you can have for $750 and $400.
$750.
Also a rebreather.
What the hell is this guy
How
going to
about
do with money?
$1,500?
He lives in the middle of goddamn nowhere.
I'll take the...
Give 'em.
Jason,
Sandra, what are you doing in California?
long story.
Middle of goddamn nowhere. You literally can't leave. Exit is completely
You
blocked.
weren't kidding about
I
leaving
don't
New
even
York.
know, man.
Here I am, other side of the continent.
How'd you end up at a vacant gas station near the ruins of Los Angeles?
I was hitching a ride to Eugene and this jerk pulls a gun on me, takes everything I have, and dumps me on the side of the road.
Pretty
That's
harsh.
terrible.
I was pretty down for a while.
It's been
You can always go
2
back.
days.
No, I know how to stick to a plan. I'll walk to Eugene if I have to.
Well, good luck.
Thanks.
Maybe 3, but
I
I
don't
think
have to
it's
stand for this.
might have been 3 days, but like so. It was her and she and her dad getting really mad about JoJo, and then I got captured, but that was still the same night because Paul's kill switch had been activated, and get to Hong Kong the same day. Get mine turned off and Paul's safe, and then we fly back to New York. So that's been 1 full day. And then fly to Paris, and clown around in Paris, and then come back to Area 51. So that's 2 full days. Like, come on, Sandra. I'm gonna grab a save here. I've been away from home for 2 friggin' days. So there are several ways to make an approach here. You can actually get up on top of the roof of the gas station and start climbing around in the ducts, which lets you get into this little service auxiliary area here, which is where Sandra is actually being held. But like, meant to sneak up on that guy. Wasted a little too much time chatting. And screwed it up again. Alright. So it's not strictly necessary to take out everyone, but I'm going to, since I'm going non-lethally, I don't have a lot of margin of error if I trigger a guard after I rescue Tiffany. So we're going to wait for him to walk back, and we're going to wait for him to do his patrol route back, and then take him out. Key to the door. I'm gonna need the prod for this. You'll notice I'm being extremely free with my bioenergy. That's because... I hope nobody heard that. That's because there is a repair bot in this zone. Tiffany's in there. We're not going to break her out just yet, though, because I want to take care of this other commando first. Grab a save. No sense in having to reload that segment. I don't know why I turned on my AUG that far back. Alright, so, there's loot inside here, but it's like sniper rifle and some stuff that I don't really need. Here's stuff.
Your father sent me. You alright?
They caught me at the submarine base trying to steal one of their mini-subs.
Do you really think there's a containment unit in the ocean lab?
All we need's a schematic, as long as the main computer isn't waterlogged.
We'll talk about that later. Come on, let's go.
I don't know.
I'm not going back to that base. You want to check it out? Great. Here's a map that shows a back way into the sub-base.
I'll check it out. First, let's get you out of here. Make a break for the helicopter. It's in the junkyard.
Got it.
Dude, he totally never told her that her dad says he's sorry. Rude as hell, JC.
Yes, you'll go to the ocean lab. You'll help me acquire the universal constructor.
I'm still looking at this Helios entity.
Oh my god! Wow, that was really something. That was really something.
They caught me.
I'll make a break for the helicopter.
Yes, you'll go to the ocean lab. You'll help me acquire the universal constructor.
Watch yourself. This one's some kind of mech.
This Helios entity. Not sure.
Dude, I just zapped him twice and he's still up. That's dumb as hell.
Are you sure it's safe?
Yes, Tiffany. Recharge bioenergy. Fill the biocell back up. That's why I wasn't really worried about spending energy. Okay, so you know, one of the smallest levels of the game, but it still has secrets to find, hidden loot, multiple approaches. Just really a strong example of how Deus Ex excels. Fill my gas grenade back up. Silencer mod, which like I can't imagine needing a silencer. So I note that you can also like get in by hopping along level geometry, but you can't actually get Tiffany out like that.
Let's go.
Good, you both made it. Dr. Savage will be relieved.
You can fail this.
Can you take her back to Vandenberg while I check out the submarine base? I'm gonna make another try to reach the ocean labs UC.
Sure, I'll drop you off on the way.
Alright, so that was the Vandenberg gas station. If you save her, you get a reward. If you don't save her, Savage is really sad, which I guess makes sense. I mean, I'd be sad too. So when we get dropped off at the ocean lab, that's going to be the end of this segment. Thank you for watching.